All right, what's going on, everybody? Gabby Card Stacks here, and I just had my biggest weekend on eBay ever. It was insane. All right, let's just jump right to it. I think I sold 25 items for a total of just under $1,200. That does include shipping and taxes. And I think it was $70 to generate all the labels. So probably closer to about $1,000 and then net fees and all that, who knows? But let's run right through it. So this one sold this morning. Paige Becker's Sapphire. I've been picking up a ton of her Sapphires. I think it just made sense. When I was buying them, they were about 15-ish, maybe 18 on the high end. They slowly went up to like 20, 22. Now they're touching 30. I listed this at $40 and it sold via promoted listing, which is key because there was one available at $30. I think there was one at like 38 all in. This buyer ended up paying 44. On ComC, there's quite a few around the $30 mark. I ended up buying a green Sapphire this morning for $90. That made sense. It comps about 90. There's one on eBay for 100 with 21 watchers. So it just made sense. Nice $40 there. And I think I got this. There was a mix up with my order. So I technically probably paid for it, but I don't remember. Jeremiah Smith, I picked this up in a lot of 4 or 5 or 6 college color cards out of the Ohio State product. This was obviously the main chase. I think I paid about 35 bucks for them. This one sold for $19.99. I was getting a lot of offers on it, and I had actually just picked up another one. When I went to list this item, I always filter lowest to highest just to see what's out there. There was one at $9.99. I'm like, hey, maybe I'll throw an offer out at like 7 or 8 just to see if I can get it all under for 10 bucks. There were a couple at auctions that did like 10 or 11. So this one sold at 20, which I was happy about. And I've got a couple other pieces from that lot that I picked up. Elijah Brown, purple crystals. I cannot win an Elijah Brown auto for the life of me right now. But I did pick this up in a lot or auction lot for $3, listed it for 10, and it sold pretty quickly. So not super into the non-auto stuff with Leaf, just because for 10 bucks this sold, but you probably could get an auto for 20 bucks. So I'd rather have the ink than not, but I just thought it was a nice piece, and I think I could make a decent margin on it buying at 3 and then listing at 10. Some Travis Hunter here, and let me fix this penny sleeve. I should replace that. So I'll replace that, but just a nice little yellow here. I got some offers at $75 and I just decided to take them. So thought that was a good deal there, or at least a good offer, a strong offer. Travis looking like a Heisman right now. We'll see. I don't know what to make of it because it's such a quarterback award, but I mean, he has definitely been one of the best in college football. So there we go. Travis Hunter Sapphire as well. I got an offer for $75 on this as well. Different seller. Like, you know what? I bought these at about, I think, $40 to $50. I've got so much more Travis Hunter available that I think it just made sense. I've got 2 PSA 10 copies of this at $200. So felt good about it. And I've got plenty of Sapphire graded 10s in the base form. So again, for $75, I felt good about that. I've also got another yellow on ComC. So good sale there. Heisman, I don't know what to make. It's still early, so we'll see. Travis Bozana, I don't know why I listed this, but I listed all my Sports Illustrated for kids. Someone sent an offer for $2 and just decided to take it. I'm in the business of moving cards. I don't want to store it, so and I was already having a great sales week. I'm spending 20-30 minutes packaging all this up anyways. I might as well throw one more. What's one more? Nico, EMA Lava. I got an offer on this. I bought it in my Discord for 80 bucks. And I've had it listed for like $155 for the longest time. I get offers all the time on it. Someone straight up bought it at one point and they were like, sorry, I didn't mean to buy this. Can you cancel? So canceled it. It helps because at least, it shows a sale of this card. So who knows? But someone sent an offer for $125 and I was going to accept it. I forgot about it and I was like, all right, I'll let it sit. They didn't play this weekend. I don't know who they play this upcoming weekend. I think maybe Arkansas sounds familiar. I don't know, but then someone straight up bought it for $155. So I was pretty happy about that. I did consider grading it. I will switch this to a top loader. I'll just use this Travis Hunter top loader, but there was a very, very, very minor surface issue somewhere around his arm that I was like, you know what, I could throw it in SGC and get a 9.5, but I just felt, I'll just keep my margin where it's at $80 and make my money there. Graham Mertz, I've had this for a while. I bought this. This was back when I was really on my big Sapphire kick, just buying up the scarcity. This was, I think, 20 bucks, and I don't think there was another one listed at all. And I'm like, hey, I'm not a Graham Mertz guy. No Florida. No one's really high on them, but I think this was a decent pickup, and was getting offers at about, I had it listed for 35, was getting offers at like 20, 22. Someone came up and finally bought it at $35. I kept bumping up the price because I had like 28 watchers on this. No one wanted to pull the trigger on it. I get it, but you know, when I have that many watchers and that much interest, I'll jump the price up. Nick Singleton had a great game. I think like 93 yards and a touchdown versus, who did they just play? Illinois. And so this was in the good deals Discord. I think I got it for under 10 bucks and sold it for 20. So not a bad flip there for a base. Jalen Milroe, maybe the Heisman front runner right now. Who knows? Long season ago, like I said. But this I had picked up. I don't remember where I picked this up, but I had listed this for $70, and someone straight up bought it in the middle of the game. They almost lost. But hey, I'll take it. So a nice little flip there. And I've got a couple more pieces as well. Jalen Milroe base, I think I picked this one up in a lot, listed at $9.99, probably a little undervalued at that point, but this one sold during the game. Was happy about it. I don't mind selling base at that point. Antoine Hill, one of my not sleeper prospects for Leaf 2024, but I think he's someone who could be something. He is signed with Memphis, so not a lot of people are going to care just in general, unless you're Ashton Jeanty. Then suddenly people care about Group of 5 football and think he's amazing and Group of 5 is amazing. But for some reason, no one cares about Seth Hennigan and Memphis and all that. So I sent out an offer. Someone, I think, countered at 25 and went from there. Boom. Antoine Hill, 1-of-1 proof. I think I got that for probably about 10 bucks on DC Sports. You know, I feel like I could just probably buy another auto at some point. It doesn't have to be a 1-of-1 or a proof. So that was kind of my thoughts there. But I do like the pink on that one. All right, Crunch Time, number 2, $3.99, 4 of $3.99. Got this at the show, the Northwest Valley show, a couple of videos back. And with this one, I got an offer for, I think, $39. I think I had it listed for $50. I was like, hey, I sold those 2 Caitlin Clarks for $200. I only spent $100 at the show, so I'll take the offer, and it was a fair offer, so felt good about that. Phil Maffa, I had this listed for $29.99. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I've had it for a long time. And cool color match, cool card. I like Phil Maffa. Hasn't had an amazing season this year, but definitely, you know, a top running back. Definitely better than Donovan Edwards this year. And someone sent an offer for 26, and I was like, cool, I'll take it. I was having a great sale weekend sale at that point, so you know, just why not? Travis Hunter, this one I loaded up on Travis Hunter in the offseason. I thought he was one of the best buys, just the media attention, every single play. He's going to be on SportsCenter every single weekend. We're going to hear about how amazing and electric he is, and he's going to make the plays. Hence, I went heavy on him. This one sold for $150 straight up, buy it now. I think I've got 2 shimmers left and a true gold left in terms of my color there. So $150 for the gold is pretty insane, pretty high price for a non-auto in Bowman University. I'll take it. Alyssa Peely, so I mentioned I listed all the Sports Illustrated for kids. This one I think sold for $4, nothing crazy. I think she's with Minnesota now, Minnesota Lynx. So she's got a great following for sure. Nick Saban, I don't remember why I really picked this up, but I got this I think for $3, and I think I listed it for 12. Someone sent an offer for 11. Am I making money? Yes, accept the offer. So there was that. A couple of dogs coming up here. This sold, I think, Friday afternoon. Someone messaged me like, hey, what would you do on the pair? You know, I was like, make an offer. And they were like 100 for the pair, I think. And I had 60 on this and 70 on this and 50 on this. And I think they asked for like 105. Yeah, that's pretty fair to me. Michael, I am bummed to see this go. I do think Michael's the best defensive player. James Pierce was, you know, mocked as the number one player, and certainly worthy, but just this season, I don't even think he has a sack at all. So been disappointing and been a non-factor. Michael also been hurt, high ankle sprain, been getting back in the rotation. So we'll see what happens there. And Smile and not a guy I'm super high on. Linebackers don't do super well in the draft or just in cards in general, but I just figured, you know, one of the top defenses in the country. But should be one of the best linebackers in the country, like true linebackers, not like an edge or anything like that, like Abdul Carter or all those guys at Penn State. Nick Scourton hasn't been super amazing at A&M. Not like that. He's like a true linebacker there. Shadur, this one, I think sold for about $10 to $15. I don't remember. I picked this up. I buy all these Pro Set cards at like $3 a piece at auctions, and it just makes sense. Malachi Starks, probably the best safety in the country, I would imagine. I'm going to stick with that. So this one I think sold for $70 on the gold. I've got a true gold, but it's got a heavy dimple right there, so that one's going to be tough to sell. But Malachi and gold autos like that, I typically don't spend over $35, I would imagine, so we're in the money. This one I was a little bummed just because here's going to be my rule on Topps Chrome. If I don't have two of them, I'm not going to list it for sale, because now this is, I think, the third Topps Chrome card that I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of bummed, but I think you can pick these up eventually at a better price. These aren't super scarce at all by any means. So just thought that was, it's fine. This one, now an undersell. Someone, I think I accepted an offer at like 26 the day. I think this is still all Friday. So I think this one was the day before the game. And this one I think sold for 26. I think I have 2 more copies though, and I jumped my price. So we'll see what happens there. Matt Saluka, 101. This one sold, I guess, yeah, whatever day. Maybe we're now in Thursday. Whatever day that all this stuff came out, people have asked my opinion on it. I don't necessarily care. I guess that's just kind of the nature of college football these days. If he thinks, that they were, and who knows what the real information is and what all the facts are. But, if he thinks that there was an agreement to have these payments, I would walk out too. And I'm big on like, who would, I hate when guys, I get it, it's a business decision, but I hate when guys like opt out of the bowl game. I'm like, I get it. It's a business decision, but I want the guy who's going to go out, play with his brothers, go out one last time. He's not going to, he's going to give everything he's got. He loves the game. And again, business decision, if you're a first round pick, whatever, I get it. When, whatever, like transfer portal guys, whatever. I get it. This is the new era of college football. And this is just the first time that it's public, right? Like there's so many guys who are like, season ending injury, or I'm going to redshirt this year. And, now it's becoming a lot more public. I'd say like the last 2 or 3 years, it was never really, it was just like, all right, he's just, you don't hear about him and that's it. But now, different age. It is interesting that everyone it's interesting because everyone enters the portal to get paid, right? Or for the most part. So I didn't think that like the UNLV guys would like not clown on him as much, but definitely, they support Hajj Malik Williams and he's a good quarterback. He was in the quarterback battle for a long time, and Saluka obviously kind of won it out at the end, but he was very limiting to that offense. He completed like 45% of his passes and only threw the ball a couple times a game. So not great, but great for Ricky White. I'm still going to be buying Matthew Saluka, but I just figured the 101, the slab, it takes up a lot of space. I think I took an offer on that. Bucky Irving, he's been playing really well this year, I hear. I don't pay attention to the NFL, not much. I'm recapping all the college games when NFL is on. It'll be on in the background with my wife, but that's pretty much it. Probably one of my biggest losers in Bowman University, Bucky Irving. I went heavy on him. He was doing really well when the product just dropped. I'm like, man, this guy, he's going to be the truth. And, now he is. Now he's starting to take over that role in Tampa, it appears, over Rashad White. So that's cool. I think that sold for like 30-ish. I think I've got maybe a gold auto on ComC, something decent on ComC, and I think I have another shimmer there. This one I sold on Twitter. Someone reached out. I typically don't do deals on eBay or off of eBay. I like keeping I'll pay the fees. I don't really care, and that's not really an issue for me. I will pay the fees to keep all my reporting and tracking on eBay. Like going off eBay for me as a seller to save fees, like I really don't. Sure, is that, and granted, I don't really deal in cards over $100. I mean, all this, there's a couple Travis Hunters that maybe went over that. But for me, I like to keep things simple. I like to keep my money, my tracking, my reporting all in one place. So I don't hustle my cards outside of eBay, really. Just list it, forget it. But someone had reached out and they're like, hey, would you take 7 on this? You got it for 10. And I'm like, you know what? Izano Monza is not a guy that I'm like dying to hold right now, and net fees, it would make sense. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll move it. I'm in a mood to move a lot of cards. I've been accepting a lot more offers for sure. So there's that. And then this, I don't know if Mason watches my videos. We text every day, but I'm going to send this to him. I don't think it, quite fits his rookie card criteria, but I'm trying to get rid of stuff. So this is his problem now. He can throw it in a binder page, and there's that. So yeah, $1,200 of sales, one of my best ever. Just a lot of good stuff. So that is everything. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you.